Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me for this Shop My Stash number 3. So for today, I am going to tell you all of the products that are going to be in this upcoming Shop My Stash. I'm going to use them for a couple weeks and then I'm going to come back and do a get ready with me using all the products and giving you a little mini review of everything while I do the get ready with me. So for my Shop My Stashes, I also add in a product. What's the word I'm looking for? A type of product. Oh my gosh, you guys. Collection, a product collection that I own. So I just kind of combine that with my Shop My Stash, and that way I'm showing you guys everything that's in my stash and I'm showing me everything that's in my stash. So today is going to be face powders, and I haven't picked the face powder for my Shop My Stash yet. I'm going to do that when we go through it, but first we're going to go ahead and get started in all the products in this Shop My Stash. Before we get started in the Shop My Stash, I did not film this look today and I wish I had because I am absolutely loving it. One of the products is in my Shop My Stash though, but let me tell you a little bit about what's on my eyes that's not in my Shop My Stash. So for the base on my lids, I use the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Animal, and I use that kind of like a loose pigment. I got it wet and kind of like a paint before I put it on. And then I used the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. So I used this in the crease, this in the outer V section, and then this yellow in the inner corner. And just mimic the same thing on the lower lash line. So that's what I used for this look today. And then one other thing that is in my Shop My Stash that I will show you. So let's get into that. The first thing I'm going to start with are these lashes I have on that I am not enjoying. So I put them in here to see if I can work with them a little bit more. They have got the absolute thinnest bands. They're the Ardell Naturals. I love the way they look, but they are so hard to put on. And I've gotten to where lashes are pretty easy to just pop on with my fingers and it takes me no time at all. And these I had to remove, take the glue off, put glue back on, try it again. I'm determined to find an easier way to use those, so that's why this is in my Shop My Stash right now, because it was a last minute throw in there because they were difficult, and I'm going to figure them out. Then I have got, I'll just kind of continue with eyes since I'm on that. I put in the Deuce palette by Juvia's Place. Couple of reasons. This definitely has some fun spring summer colors. It also, I think, is going to pair really nice with my Blush Tribe palette. That is my palette of the month. Blush Tribe? Right, yes. My Blush Tribe Hasina 2 palette is my palette of the month, so I thought I could do a look with this and that one, and I just kind of want to play with it a little more. So this is my in my Shop My Stash. Typically, if a palette is in my Shop My Stash, it's going to be paired with other palettes. I'm not going to just keep using the same palette over and over again. You guys already know that. I've got a couple more things in here for eyes. I have my NYX Precision Brow Pencil. I'm actually wearing this today. This is the one I picked up in, if you watched my haul video, I'll link it up here. I talked about how one of mine was in the car because I keep a brow pencil in the car. But I wanted to just kind of use this a little more so I could give you a better review of it. So this is in the Shop My Stash. It's very interesting. Actually, let me show you it. It's like a thin little rectangle. So I thought we'll give that a try and see how it goes. And then I've got two mascaras in here, the Super Fan and the Roller Lash. The Super Fan is in here because it's really coming to its end and I love it. So I want to give it a last go, finish it up before it's really too old, which was probably 3 months ago. And then I put the Roller Lash in here. I've had this in my mascara bin for a while and haven't really used it, but I love this one as well, so this is going in my Shop My Stash. And then I put the NYX eyeshadow base in white, mostly because of looks I want to do. I just want to do some more with white bases and popping those bright colors, because you know, we're in the summer. So just popping some neons and some bright corals and bright greens and bright blues. So that's why this is in here. And then I also have in here the Stila Glitter and Glow in Enchantress. This is what I have on top of the Animal shade from ColourPop. And then I can't figure out which one I'm pointing to. And then I just painted this on the top of it, and it is so beautiful, and I thought, you know what? I want to try this some more. This one is kind of like the pinky coral one, which is one of my favorite shades to wear. Oh, you know what I forgot to bring over here? I picked another kind of palette to put in my eyeshadows. I really want one of the blue palettes that have come out. I think I talked about that somewhere else, and I can't decide which one. I think I have decided, but then it got me wanting to get all of my blue singles out and put them in a palette together, and so then I decided it's going to go in my Shop My Stash because I'm going to be using it and seeing what looks I'm creating and what I'm missing in the blue field. So I pulled all of my blue eyeshadows from my collection into here. I've got a lot of them. A lot of the top ones are Coastal Scents. This one's Looksy. I've got some Divina ones, Divina Mattes, AMI Hearts Beauty. What is this one? Color Pop. That's Color Pop. What's this guy? That's a Coastal Scents. So a lot of Coastal Scents and then some other random ones from different brands. So I pulled that forward. Now I'm going to move on to lips just because they're right up front. With this one, I knew that I wanted to use Shot of Sun from L'Oreal, and that is this one here. It's one of its Colory Shines. So that's what I'm wearing on my lip today. And then I pulled up an Etude House lip tint. Thought that would be nice for summer. The Alter Ego lip gloss from Lorac in Flower Child. This is like a pinky coral. I was looking for through my lip stories to find something for this look, and I decided to pull up Matinee from the lip stories. It's a darker color, but I feel like it's a summery darker color. Like it just kind of has a brighter undertone to it than a really deep barrier red, so I pulled that one forward as well. Maybe I'll have a date night sometime coming up. We have just been so bogged down with like us being sick or kids being sick or, you know, things going on that we haven't had a date night in a while. So it is due for one. All right, for face, I've got two blushes, the Note one, just because I'm really loving corals right now. This is a corally orange. It's called Desert Rose, but I guess a desert rose is more coral. Anyways, love that blush, pulling that forward, and then the Laura Geller Pink Grapefruit Blush. Thought these would be some pretty summer ones. For bronzer, I have the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I have the Physicians Formula one butter bronzer in my project pan, but it's a little light for me when it comes summertime, so this one's just a little darker. And then this one I was trying to project pan last year and it did not work because I really only use this in the summer months because it's got some glow to it. So I pulled this one back forward. This is the Smashbox Baked Starburst. You can't get this anymore. I got this a long time ago. I hit pan very quickly, but then it's like I just can't get rid of it. So let's do a little damage to that. So I pulled up two primers. I really never gave this Tatcha, this Silk Canvas one, a very good try, so I'm going to use that one for a couple weeks. The L'Oreal Magic Illumi Light Infusing Primer. I've had that a while and I just want to get a little more use of it and see how I like that. I feel like that one's kind of similar in texture to the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, but it also has that underglow to it. And then for foundation, I have got the Born This Way from Too Faced. I don't really know. Oh, let's see. This is light beige, so hopefully that will work for me. But again, I've had this and haven't really tried it. And the same with the Dermal Blend. This one is a little bit thicker, but it's got better coverage, I think, than some of the other ones I'm using. And I really haven't given that a try either. And then I pulled up the Collab No Floss Concealer. This one, it just needs to get done and get out of my collection. So I'm going to be using that one. Then for a highlighter, guys, I don't know what this is, where it's from. It has nothing on the back, but it's beautiful. It's what I'm wearing today. So I will figure out who this is from and what shade it is during this Shop My Stash. But when I was going through all my single shadows, I found that and I was like, ooh, that's beautiful. We're going to throw that in. But I don't know where it's from. And then I also have the Tarte Sex Kitten Liner, and I'm also pulling up the Physicians Formula Liquid Liner. I just want to have a more concentrated use of those to see what I really think of them. So I'm pulling those forward in this Shop My Stash as well. Is there anything else in the Shop My Stash? That was a lot. So now we're going to move on. We're moving on to powders. I don't know. Is this all loose powder? Gosh, you guys, this is the box. This is the box of powders. And this is not, I need to go get a few more because I have some, my ones I use the most are in my bathroom right now. So let me go get those. And then I can already think of one that I don't have right here, so I'll just tell you guys if I think of one that I don't have with me. I'm just going to start out with my Pretty Vulgar one. This is the translucent one. It is my, like, holy grail powder now. I'm going to set it aside and not use it for the next couple weeks because I do want to pull something else forward. And then I also have my Smashbox powder foundation. This is in my project pan. And I've got an It Cosmetics one as well. The It Cosmetics one, it's like the Celebration Foundation or something. I'm seriously going to have to take this lash off. Oh! It is too light. So I'm not really sure what I did with it right now. But I like that. I like both of these equally. I am going to start with these concealers here. I think after I did my... oh my goodness. After I did my last, ooh, is that mold growing on here? Guys, I'll show you that in a second. After I did my last Shop My Stash, I think I had cream products in there, and then I found all my sheer cover products that I have a lot of. So these are all the concealers. How they are is, okay, they are a cream concealer. I love these concealers. They work so good. I don't want to open these other ones, but after opening that one, this one still has the plastic on it, so hopefully it's okay. Ooh. I'm almost out of my Smashbox concealer and then that collab one, and those are the ones that I use for my face typically, like in this area when I'm concealing my white spots or sunspots. So I will move on to these once I'm done, and these take forever to get rid of. So I don't know what I should do about this. I feel like maybe I should try to get this one out that looks like it's growing something. I'm not really sure what it's growing. Do you guys see this in the white section? This is like the brighten section of it. How gross is that? The other parts look good. I'm gonna have to pop that pan out because I cannot have that near my other products. And I don't really want to open it up and see it every time I use. Okay, let me do my pressed ones first. Oh, there's another It Cosmetics one. This one, the other one. What is this? Oh, you know what's gonna happen when I go through these? I'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I had that, because I have way too many powders. This is the translucent pressed setting powder. I really haven't used that very much. You know what? Let's throw this one in the Shop My Stash. So we got that. I've got a Becca pressed multitasking perfecting powder in Fair. I definitely don't need that right now. Oh my gosh, look at this little baby. Okay, so this broke. It's a split pan. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Glow Powder, but one is matte and one is glowy. This is in 22 Creamy Natural. I'm going to put this one in there too. Those will be my two powders in my Shop My Stash this round. Alright, I've got several sheer cover ones. I actually do like these for setting. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have one more somewhere. I have one more, I think, in my bathroom too. These are their powder foundations. I really like to use these. Like if I'm just running to the store or something, I'll just throw this on over my sunscreen. No primer or anything, and it just kind of gives a finished look. Just because I have very uneven, not texture, tone. I have very uneven skin tone. This just kind of evens it out a little bit. So then I have got the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. These are both Dermablend. This is an old Becca one, but then this is so big that I just pour the Dermablend into there when I'm using it. And I've got a Maybelline Fit Me. This is way too light to use right now. I have the e.l.f. yellow one. Sometimes I use this under my eye, but I have, it's not in here. Why do I have a Jelly Much shadow in here? Oh, I got brow products in here too. Whoa! I have a smaller container that I put this e.l.f. one into because it's this. First of all, the container is so messy and it's so big. Like for under eye setting powder, I don't need this huge container right here. It looks like I have another. So I have another pressed powder foundation that just fell out. That's got like a magnet on it too. Why did it fall out of here? This is in light beige. It's the BB Double Duty, I don't know, creamy powder foundation from Tarte. So that's the Double Duty Beauty. Translucent mattifying powder from e.l.f. You know, I think this needs to get thrown away. I have not bought a powder from e.l.f. It's probably really old, like 8 years old. So maybe I should just dump that. I think I'm supposed to do that in a collection video as well, right? Like a de-stash. I'm not doing very well with that so far. We got rid of one. I've got a Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, a L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is in the 100, so this is more of a winter color. I have a Makeup Revolution baking powder and lace. I don't know. I don't know why I have a baking powder. I do not bake my face. First of all, I do not have time for that. I don't think it does a whole lot more except make your face look a little more cakey. Maybe on camera it would look okay, but when I do my face, I do it for the day. I don't. Okay, nope. Urban Decay Velvetizer. This is another one that I really like. I wonder how much is left in here. You can't really even tell. I have an Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Powder. I think I'm going to pull this up like in my next Shop My Stash. I've never used this. I have no idea what it's like. And I want to figure it out. I've got a Tarte Smooth Operator. I know I have more of these little things. What did I just get in a box? The Laura Mercier one. I have got a Stellar one in Haze. And that seemed like it went fast, but that was a lot of powders. I think I probably was also going to do, I don't know. I have brow products and eye primers in here as well. So I guess, oh my gosh, this is where this has been. The Multitasker Mixing Medium. I have been looking for this to make eyeliners, and it's been, do you see? I got to show you guys what, oh look, I have another Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, mini size. Is that open? If that's not open, that is going in a giveaway. Yeah, that's going in a giveaway. Because I don't think I'm ever going to get through all of these to get to that mini one. Really, is the big one open? It's open. Okay. So, look at what is in the bottom of this. Like all my eye primers that I've been looking for. Actually, I was going to stick, I'm not anymore because I ended up putting that white base in there. I was going to put the Essence one in to give it a try. I'm not going to now. Oh my gosh, I've got like 2 Lorac ones. I've got brow products in here. I've got 2 Smashbox under eyes. You guys, Urban Decay. Oh, my NYX pigment primer. I think I need to probably go through these. Okay. That we're stopping there though for today. Oh, look what I found on the floor, guys. My Celebration foundation from IT. So here, that is probably going to end up being gone this winter. This one's a lighter one, so I use my Smashbox one when I'm a little tanner, and I use this one when I'm a little pastier. Okay, let me tell you something about that box. So, you know how I was not doing videos for a while? Like, I got that box ready after I did my Shop My Stash #2 collection video. Like, picking my products, which was in February. It's June. All those products have been sitting there for a while. Now I know where they were. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have an amazing day. Have you guys tried any of these products? What do you think? I will be using them over the next couple weeks and then coming back to you guys with a get ready with me and my thoughts on them. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!